for the first win in Death Valley since joining the SEC. Um, for those that have followed along all season, this game had a familiar feel to it as some of the other losses, which we'll get into. Another slow start for Texas A&M. They fell behind by double digits twice in the second half. Did gain the lead midway through the fourth quarter on a touchdown pass from Zach Calzada to Jalen Preston, but couldn't hold on to it late as LSU put a drive together inside the final minute, capped off by a touchdown pass from Mac Johnson to Dre Jenkins with 20 seconds left. That ended up being the game winner, and just a frustrating way for the season to end for Texas A&M, who fall to 8-4. Injuries and some other issues have just plagued this team throughout the year. That there were high hopes coming into the year, but just too many games like this where there were mistakes, penalties late. You could talk about the officiating on that fumble that play late in the game where it looked like A&M had got a strip that would have closed out the game. But either way, it's there's still a lot for A&M that they're going to have to take a hard look at in the offseason. LSU becomes bowl eligible with this win, get to 6-6, but the team is extremely depleted. Even in Baton Rouge, that was going to be a tough place to play, but a game A&M will definitely feel like they should have won, and a missed opportunity gone by the wayside. To be honest, that's a game A&M definitely should have won and had the talent to win on both sides of the ball. A&M was certainly in position to close that game late, but you've got to be able to make the plays, and that's what it comes down to. And A&M had their chances. When you look at inside of 4 minutes, you've got to be able to close that game out. A&M had a 3rd and 2 with a chance to put the game away. Not really sure about that play call, putting in the hands of Zach Calzada when the strength of this team all year, and I think that's kind of emblematic of where this team is. The strength is in the running game, and I think on 3rd and 2, you've got to put it in Devon Achane or Isaiah Spiller's hands, and instead A&M goes with a pass. And ends up coming up short on that and punts and gives LSU one more opportunity. And there were plenty of opportunities even on that last drive, as well as the A&M defense had played throughout the second half, had just smothered Max Johnson, give up a 4th and medium with a pass to Jack Beck. And then on 3rd and long, just a mistake you can't make in that situation. You can't let a guy get behind you. And that's exactly what Jalen Jones did. And Dre Jenkins, who was a problem for A&M most of the night, ended up beating him for the go-ahead touchdown, and just a really, really disappointing way for A&M to lose this game. But to be honest, with the A&M was in this position of needing to even climb out of a hole because of the way they played in the first half. Again, it was a really, really slow start, especially offensively for A&M. They fall behind 17-7 at half. And it was for those that have again watched all season. It was kind of some of the familiar issues that have popped up in losses. Couldn't get the running game going. A&M had just 6 yards rushing in the first half. The offensive line, I thought, had a really, really tough night just in general tonight. Just on the run block in front, couldn't get Isaiah Spiller and Devon Achane going for most of the night. Achane finishes with 12 carries for 49 yards and Isaiah Spiller with 11 carries for 27 yards. I mean, there were opportunities there for sure at times, but ultimately the blocking was just not good enough up front. There were just not a lot of holes and not a lot of opportunities for A&M to get anything going. And some of that credit goes to LSU, but just from a physicality standpoint and toughness standpoint, I didn't think A&M established the line of scrimmage at all in the first half, which would have led to some other opportunities. When you look at Zach Calzada's night, I mean, again, there's the good and the bad. No interceptions tonight. That's obviously a positive on the road. Some throws he would certainly like to have back. There were some drops, but 20 of 35 for 242 yards and 3 touchdowns. A&M was productive at times through the air and got some guys going. Moose Muhammad, who had a really strong night with 2 catches for 52 yards, but did have that one drop um, late in the fourth quarter when A&M was trying to put something together in the final 20 seconds, had a ball go through his hands. Would have been a big play and potentially set A&M up with an opportunity to get into field goal range. But that's one that I'm sure he would love to have back. And Jalen Preston had a really strong night tonight as well with 3 catches for 57 yards and 2 touchdowns. A great effort to fight his way into the end zone on the play in the fourth quarter and spun his way in. I thought he's continued to get better and better and made the most of his opportunities. And credit to him, he's waited his turn, waited for an opportunity, and I thought he did some good things tonight.